So basically, the lead acid battery is a type of rechargeable battery that everyone knows it. It has lowest energy density. Now you know energy density, power density, energy density means what? For the particular size of battery, the energy produced is more, then it is called high energy density. For the particular size of battery, if the energy produced is less, then it is called lower energy density battery. जी बॅटरी कमी साईजमध्ये जास्त एनर्जी देते त्याला काय म्हणू आपण हाय एनर्जी डेन्सिटी याच्यात, आणि तीच बॅटरी जर जास्त साईजमध्ये एनर्जी देते तर आपण काय म्हणू हाय. सो इट इज मेजर्ड इन पर के जी. नॉर्मली इट इज मेजर एनर्जी डेन्सिटी पर के जी. पर के जी एनर्जी डेन्सिटी जास्त असेल इट इज गुड, पर के जी एनर्जी डेन्सिटी कमी असेल इट इज. सो इन लीड ॲसिड बॅटरी द एनर्जी डेन्सिटी इज व्हेरी लो. सिंपल लँग्वेज म्हणजे आपण काय म्हणू शकतो याला, की ती बॅटरी खूप मोठी असते, त्याची साईज खूप जास्त असते आणि एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस ही कमी असते त्या कम्पॅरेटिव्ह. साईज खूप जास्त बॅटरीची आणि एनर्जी जी काय प्रोड्यूस करते ती कमी, बरोबर. लोवेस्ट म्हणजे जे काही बॅटरीचे वेगवेगळे टाईप्स आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये ही या बॅटरीचं एनर्जी डेन्सिटी ही लोवेस्ट आहे. एनर्जी डेन्सिटी असते आणि पॉवर डेन्सिटी असते. ठीक आहे. तेच लिथियम आयन बॅटरीचं जर आपण म्हटलं तर त्याची एनर्जी डेन्सिटी चांगली असते, कारण त्याची साईज कमी असते. तर तुम्ही जसं मोबाईल फोन वापरता, किती छोटीशी बॅटरी त्याच्यामध्ये, तरी ती किती पॉवर देते आपल्याला. सो लाईक दॅट. सो द लीड ॲसिड बॅटरी हॅव्हिंग लोवेस्ट एनर्जी डेन्सिटी. इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ रिचार्जेबल बॅटरी. Despite this, its ability to supply high surge currents is more. So even though the energy density is low, this battery can supply high currents. This can supply high currents. Commonly used in motor vehicle to provide the high current required by starter motor. Now everyone knows that the automobiles, the motor vehicles, it has engine, IC engine, and to start that IC engine, it is required electric motor. माहिती सर्वांना. To start that engine, it requires electric motor. Right? Now, obviously, for the motor, it will be required some electrical energy, and as the motor vehicle is continuously movable, portable, so there must be battery. So in these types of cases, the lead acid batteries can be used. So it will supply energy to the starter motor, and starter motor will start the engine. Once the engine started, the starter motor supply is cut off, and engine continuously running. They are inexpensive compared to newer technologies. Inexpensive. These are cheaply available. If you go to market, you will get in 1,000 rupees, you will get 5 ampere or 12 volt battery. Cheaply available as compared to the newer technology. Newer technology means lithium ion, lithium polymer. These are costly. So lead acid batteries are widely used even when the surge current is not important and other design could provide higher energy density. See, in these batteries, it is also possible to increase the energy densities, but not that extent that we can achieve in lithium ion or lithium polymer battery. But it can be increased. Energy density can be increased by modifying the design. Large format lead acid designs are widely used for storage in backup power supplies, in cell phone towers, high availability settings like hospitals, standalone power systems, power stations, UPS, inverters, railway system, whatever. There are so many applications for these batteries. Commonly, some of the applications I have listed here. Particularly in backup power supplies. Backup म्हणजे जिथे इन्व्हर्टर असेल, UPS असेल, रेल्वे स्टेशन मध्ये बॅकअप रिक्वायर्ड असेल, तर त्या ठिकाणी हे बॅटरीज वापरतात. So these are the common. Now let us see the construction of lead acid batteries. Now you will see here a pictorial view of the open batteries, which is a lead acid one. Now, let us see point wise. This battery contains sulfuric acid, H2SO4. You know that lead acid battery contains sulfuric acid. Hence, the material which is used for making this battery must be resistant to sulfuric acid. For example, glass, ebonite, hard rubber or bituminous compound, ceramic materials, or molded plastics. This can be used as a container for making lead acid batteries. So this metal can resist sulfuric acid. It will not decompose. Right? So these metals can be used for making the protective casing or the container of the battery. So this black colored container you can see, this is of this metal. Maybe it is molded case plastics type metal that we can see for low rating batteries. Container is tightly sealed with top cover. See, it is tightly sealed. The battery, if you see, it is very bulky. Weight खूप जास्त असतं त्या बॅटरीचं तुम्ही जर हँडल केलेलं असेल तर. Right? Due to it is tightly sealed. Right? The top cover has 3 holes, one at each end through which the electrolyte is poured, and one in the middle for vent plug where the gases escapes out. वेंट प्लग असतो त्याला एक आणि काही इथं 3 होल म्हटलेले पण बऱ्याच वेळा मोठी बॅटरी असेल तर नंबर ऑफ होल्स असतात त्याला. ते होल कशासाठी की तिथून आपण ते इलेक्ट्रोलाइट किंवा वॉटर पोर करतो. तुम्हाला माहिती असेल की मेंटेनन्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू लीड ऍसिड बॅटरीला एक सर्वात महत्वाचा जो पॉइंट आहे की आपल्याला त्याच्यात सतत ते डिस्टिल वॉटर टाकत राहावं लागतं. कारण त्याच्यातलं जे गॅस आहे सल्फ्युरिक ऍसिड आणि वॉटर ते इव्हॅपोरेट होत असतं. जसं बॅटरी चार्जिंग डिस्चार्जिंग ती सायकल होते तर त्याप्रमाणे ते गॅसेस तयार होतात आणि ते इव्हॅपोरेट होत असतं वॉटर. म्हणून त्याला खूप वॉटर आपल्याला त्या बॅटरीमध्ये टाकावं लागतं लीड ऍसिड. सो द मेजर मेंटेनन्स फॉर दिस लीड ऍसिड बॅटरी इज वॉट टू पोर वॉटर कंटिन्युअसली within 15 to 1 month, 15 days to 1 month. It is depends on the size of the battery. If you have an inverter, if you have UPS, then you might have this thing. Again, some construction points. At the bottom of the floor for this lead acid battery container, there are 2 ribs to hold the positive and negative electrode. And these ribs or the prisms serve the support for plates. At the same time, it protects from the short circuit that would otherwise occur as a result of fall of the active material from the plates onto the bottom of the container. See, at the bottom, there will be a structures like to hold the electrodes. Right? There is anode and cathode to hold these electrodes. And sometimes what happens by day, there will be a decomposition of that plates as it is made from lead, PB, right? So there will be a decomposition. So it is called fall of the active material. So at that time, there will be a possibility of short circuit, right? When the anode and cathode comes together, obviously there will be a short circuit. So to avoid that, so the structure is like it will separate the positive and negative electrode. So this can be done with the help of ribs. The anode is made from lead dioxide, PbO2, and the cathode is made from sponge lead, Pb. And the electrolytic solution which is present in this battery is dilute sulfuric acid, H2SO4. So constructionally, it is very simple. That I hope every point, each and every point you understood. So one example that we have shown it here, this one, the construction point of view. Are the plates which are electrodes which are there, negative electrode, positive electrodes. Then in between that there is a cell divider which will separate each cell. See, we get 12 volt or 13 volt for the battery when it is fully charged. But you know, these batteries are made from number of cells. It is made from number of cells. So that cells are connected in series parallel combination to get the desired voltage. Even if we are getting 12 volt at the output, but there are number of cells. I think almost 1.8 to 1.9 volt per cell, which is around 2 volt for each cell. So these around 6 cells which are connected in series, then we get 12 volt. Right? So this is all the series parallel combination of these cells to get the desired output voltage. Now we'll see the working of these batteries. This is one simple diagram, as we can see. Anode and the cathode electrode, which is buried into the H2SO4 solution, then the load is connected. So this is the case of discharging of the battery. That again in next topic that we'll have this diagram. Okay. Now working of the battery. So we'll see the charging and discharging process. So first of all, the charging. See, these are chemical reactions, and I'm not as good to explain that chemical reaction, because in chemistry it was so many years in first year that I have studied these reactions. So as per me, you will understand it betterly. माझ्यापेक्षा तुम्हाला ते व्यवस्थित कळेल chemical reactions आहेत त्या. I just try to explain it. At charging, when the battery is connected to charger, the sulfuric acid molecules break into two ions. The positive ion is 2H plus and the negative ion is SO4 minus. The दोन ion मध्ये ते divide होईल, positive ion and negative ion, H2SO4. See, the hydrogen exchange the electrons with the cathode and becomes hydrogen, and which will react with the PbSO4. Pb म्हणजे जे cathode electrode आहे, Pb, आणि SO4 म्हणजे जे H2SO4 मधनं 2H आणि SO4 जे सेपरेट झाले ते PbSO4. Right? So these are separated from sulfuric acid and lead. On the other hand, SO4, which exchange electron with anode and becomes radical SO4. Right? So this SO4 reacts with PbSO4 of the anode and create a lead peroxide. Lead peroxide means PbO2. PbO2 is म्हटलं lead dioxide and peroxide. Sulfuric acid is H2SO4. Now the energy gets stored by increasing the gravity of sulfuric acid and increasing the cell potential voltage. So the energy will get stored by increasing the gravity of sulfuric acid and increasing the cell potential. So these electrons are continuously combining with the electrodes. The gravity of sulfuric acid gets increasing with the cell potential voltage. So here are the chemical reactions that will happen at cathode and the anode electrode. See, this positive and negative DC supply is given to this battery. The anode, which will be given positive, the cathode is given negative. So electron will flow towards the cathode. Right now, so H2SO4 solution is there. Both electrodes are Pb. One is at PbO2 and second one is Pb. Just a minute. Anode is made from PbO2 and cathode is Pb. Anode is PbO2 and the cathode is Pb. So from this solution H2SO4, this hydrogen compounds and SO4 will separate. At cathode, what happens is PbSO4. Pb and SO4. This SO4 is going towards the cathode with the electrons. These electrons coming from the DC supply, and it becomes separated at Pb and SO4. At anode, at PbSO4 plus water 2H2O, then it becomes separated PbO2, the electrode itself, SO4, hydrogen elements and electrons. So combining these two reactions, so we will get the complete reaction, which is a combined reaction at cathode and anode. At discharging, the negative opposite happens. Again, there will be a chemical reactions. The sulfuric acid, which is in diluted form, typically 3:1 ratio with water and sulfuric acid. 3:1 ratio of water and sulfuric acid. बरोबर, 3:1 म्हणजे water जास्त आहे. Sulfuric acid जेवढं असेल त्याच्यात तिप्पट water आहे. ठीक आहे. When the load are connected across the plates, the sulfuric acid again breaks into the positive ions 2H plus and the negative ion SO4. Now, the hydrogen ions reacts with PbO2 Mix PbO, oxygen becomes separated, one oxygen, one O becomes separated from O2 and H2O water. So these PbO start reacting with H2SO4 and create PbSO4 and H2O, the separate compounds. On the other side, SO4 ion exchange electrons from lead and creating radical SO4, which further creates PbSO4 reacting with Pb. So these are the chemical reactions.